Hi, Ipek. Welcome to the Stephen Shields radio show. Nice to meet you. I've been enjoying your live streams on Insight Timer. How are you this morning?
I am very well. Yes, it is very early in the morning here in Ontario. It's 6:30 a.m. And it is an evening in Australia, correct?
Yeah, 9:30 p.m. And so you're an early morning person by the sounds of it.
Yes, I am. I can say that. I love getting up early when it's silent and quiet. It helps with my creativity. Also, I meditate early in the morning, and when I start my day with meditation, it sets the tone. I get centered and I'm ready to focus and work. I love that.
Are you a part of the 5:30 a.m. club or any of those things?
No, I've never heard of that. Is there a 5:30 a.m. club?
Yeah, people get up early in the morning for the early morning people.
Nice. Yeah. I should become a part of that group for sure. I like getting up early. The day is longer when you do that. Yes, more time.
Yeah. And so you're an entrepreneur at the moment, or what's been your story?
So I used to be an executive assistant, and I worked as an assistant for more than 20 years. But then I left my career as an executive assistant, and I wanted to do something more with my life. I wanted to make an impact in more people's lives. And I have been like coaching already while I was an executive assistant, because I was helping other executive assistants, other people within the company. I was the person, like every place has a go-to person, right? I was that person everywhere I worked. So I knew that I had it in me. And when I decided to change my career, that was a no-brainer. It's what I want to do. I want to help people. I want to help see them grow. So that's how I got into coaching, and I got my training. And also, of course, meditation is a big part of my life and my practice, because meditation is so helpful to bring you to a place where you're ready to create, to grow, to change, transform. So I see it. I see that meditation and coaching go hand in hand together for me in my practice. So that's how I got to become a coach and meditation teacher. And I believe that that's my ikigai. Ikigai is something that I am very interested in. I don't know if you have heard of it before.
I've heard of a spirit guide, but not an ikigai.
Ikigai, no, it's not a guide. Ikigai, Ikigai. It is a Japanese traditional concept, let's say. And according to the Ikigai, when you find the thing that you love to do, that is you are good at, also the world needs, and also that could bring you income, is your ikigai. So I believe that I found my ikigai, because my ikigai is meditation and coaching. I love coaching. I love meditation. So that's one. The second thing is I'm good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I have proven that I'm good at it. And then the world needs it.
Mm.
The world needs meditation. The world needs coaches and people who will help others find the other perspectives, other life choices, other options that they cannot see. That's what coaches do. We show the next perspective, because it is kind of impossible to see all the angles when you are looking at it by yourself. And if you have someone who can turn the tables and show you, really, there are so many other aspects of everything, then a new door opens up. You see things from a totally different perspective. So the world needs it, and I can make a living out of it. So it's my ikigai. I found my ikigai, and I love my ikigai.
As long as you love what you do, that's the main thing. I don't know, people just don't enjoy a job anymore.
Yes, I agree with that, and that's a shame, because I believe that organizations, companies need to realize that work needs to be a joyful thing. So when I left my job as an executive assistant, I made up my mind about one thing. I said to myself, from this point on, I'm not gonna do anything that will not give me joy in life. So joy will be my lighthouse. If something is giving me joy, I'm gonna be there. And started to think, what is giving me joy? Because we are as a society are so brainwashed around what we should be doing, what we should be becoming, what should life be like. These are all beliefs, and these are all things that are told to us to do, or we learn that I have to be someone who's making money, who has a certain profession. I have to be this person. No, you don't. You don't have to be anything. You choose. You have choices. So people need to understand that we have the power. Each and every person has the power to choose what they want to do, who they want to be.
Yeah, seems to me all this big social media companies, Ipek, are just wanting to rule the world.
Yes.
Now, even in Australia.
Yes, I agree with that. But I also am very hopeful about the humanity, because our vibrations are rising, and we are getting more and more aware of all the things happening around us. It feels like our eyes are opening. We are starting to see things clearer, and it is harder to fool people anymore with lies and distractions and other stuff, we get more and more clever and smart around what we believe and what we don't believe, what we let in and what we don't let in. So I'm not worried about media. I'm not worried about anything going on outside in the outside world, because these are all distractions for us to look outside rather than in. We need to focus in our inner being, and we need to raise our energy vibrations. That's the best thing we individually can do.
Yeah, especially how we got a war in Ukraine at the moment, and social media are closing down accounts in Russia.
Yes.
Yeah. And I get to I have a huge interest in politics. I think, is this the sign of World War III coming around the corner? It's a good question.
I don't believe that there will be a world war. I believe that it's gonna sort itself out. But you're right, the social media accounts are being closed. I have Russian friends, and I know that at least one of them had her account with Facebook was closed. She didn't have access to it anymore. So I don't understand the way. Okay, so social media is pressuring people so that people pressure the government. Is that the idea? I don't know, because punishing people is not the way to punish the decision makers, in my opinion. And I believe that so many people are against war in Russia anyway. So I don't know if it's fair to act like that and cut everything for the people, because people are governed, and I don't believe that it's their fault. I can see that Russian soldiers going to war, and while they don't even agree with the war, they are pushed. They feel like they have to go, or it's mandatory to go. But I've seen soldiers crying, and it's not. I believe it's not the way to punish regular people is not the way to stop the war.
Crazy times.
It is.
But what about yourself? You're in Canada, are you?
Yes, I am.
You lived in Canada your whole life? Because I like Canada.
I'm originally from Turkey. I'm from Istanbul, Turkey. I was born there, and I lived there until I was mid-30s, and then I came to Canada. And since 2007, I have been living here, and I am both Canadian and Turkish, 2 passports, and Yeah, I love Canada. I'm happy here. My husband is Canadian, and I love the country. It's a beautiful country, beautiful people. So I'm very happy here. But I'm. This is my first podcast with someone from Australia.
Mm,
You're first
mhm.
for me, and I'm so glad that I could. I have the opportunity to reach people in Australia through you.
Mm,
So this
mhm.
is wonderful. Thank you for the opportunity, actually.
Well, funny, weather in Australia has been flooding a lot of rain lately,
Mm.
and we're just coming into autumn right now.
Wow.
So it's been the wettest March that we've ever had here.
Wow.
I suppose it's snowing where you are.
Uh, s- it was snowing up until last weekend. Now we have today, right now, we had rain. It's
Hmm.
getting warmer,
Hmm.
getting warmer now, but you never know. March is still part of winter here. So a couple days it could be warm and then it could snow again. But by starting from April, it gets better and we start spring.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Do you,
it's
you get outside much?
I do. I try to walk every day.
Mm,
Me and my husband, we go for a walk in general. If it's not too cold or too rainy, too windy.
mhm,
Uh, but yeah, I love to be in nature. I love the listening to the birds singing and watching the trees and the nature. I really like it, especially in spring. It
mhm,
gets really nice, and I like to spend time outside, get fresh air, and even meditate outdoors.
mhm,
I really like to do that.
mm. Yeah, you got to keep doing that.
Mhm.
You know.
Yes. Yeah, I want to ask you about meditation. I believe that you are a meditator too. I see
Yeah.
you at my live events.
Mhm.
How did you start meditating?
2018.
Mm.
Well, I came across Insight Timer in 2018 when it was a very small app,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a bad year that year, and I came across a guy named Michael McIntosh.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so I could say sort of relate to him past issues, and really
Mm-hmm.
through the pandemic, it helped a lot because all the live
Mm-hmm.
streams, you didn't want to
Yes.
turn on any news channel or anything, so it really helped with a lot of mental health as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Uh, really, when the pandemic started, I felt really anxious because
Mm,
I didn't know what's going on. What is it gonna happen? And I cannot go out. When I go, I mean, I remember going to grocery stores and feeling extremely anxious.
mm,
And I was watching the news, and the numbers are growing and everything. And I said to myself, I'm not going to watch news. I'm not going to read. I'm not going to listen, because otherwise I'm going to be really, it's going to be bad for me. So
mm,
I stopped. I stopped watching or like consuming any kind of news in 2020 April.
mhm,
And since then, I don't watch or read or consume any kind of uh, mainstream media
mm,
at all. And that helps me a lot, because I believe that the information that I need will come to me,
mhm,
and it does. I didn't miss anything that I needed to know. Somehow, somehow it came to me, but I didn't go and seek it.
Mhm.
So that helped with my mental health a lot. And additionally, meditating and Insight Timer, it is amazing that you can just turn on Insight Timer and there are live yoga classes and meditations and everything you might want to do to help you with creating your day and feeling more positive and centered. And it's
Mhm.
free. So it is amazing. I love it. I love to be a part of that community.
Mhm. Yeah, and are you coaching full time, and how are you enjoying that?
Mhm. Yes, I am coaching full time. I'm doing like workshops, also trainings, master classes, uh, live meditations, and also, of course, coaching. I have my
Mhm.
clients, and the number of my clients are growing lately, and I'm happy for that. So my practice is getting fuller and fuller, and I'm so happy to be able to help as many people as I can. I
Mhm.
want to touch people's lives in any way I can. I do most of my coaching free of, like I had so many free of charge coaching sessions that I cannot even count. Hundreds of hours of free coaching I gave out, especially during COVID. People
Mm.
were really in need of someone to listen to them, to help them, to make them feel better.
Mm.
You know?
That's all you can do.
Yes, yes. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard, and especially when you are alone, like people who live with a family, the pluses and minuses are there, but also for people who live by themselves, especially in COVID, during all this have to be at home by yourself uh, state, was really hard for people who live alone, because then the house became like a prison. You
Mm.
cannot socialize, you cannot go out, you cannot see your friends, and you're all alone.
Mm.
So that really affected a lot of people. So many people needed help with that.
Yeah. I don't know how long COVID will last for, but I want it to stop.
Yes, absolutely. We all want that. We all want that. But how do you feel about it? I feel like um, it is becoming like normalizing
Mm.
in our lives lately. How do you feel in Australia?
Well, Australia's become a bit of a police state
Hmm.
where you can't enter the country unless you've had your vaccinations.
Hmm.
As you know, Novak Djokovic got deported.
Hmm.
But yeah, the and the prime minister saying we just have to live with it like it's a flu. They keep changing the rules, Ipek.
Yes.
It's a very frustrating thing as well. Um, Everyone's just fed up with it.
Yes.
The whole medical set, all the hospitals in Australia are just so full.
Hmm. Yes. Yes, it is. I think it is the same all over the world. Um, I think it is becoming like a regular flu
Mm.
too. Um it's important to be able to compare the numbers of regular flu related complications that were in the past or still is with COVID related numbers, because in the past there were quite a big number of people who were affected by regular flu too. So I don't know if it is true, but I believe, I feel like it's exaggerated a little bit. Though I'm not a health professional, we should ask them what they feel or what they witness. But I had many people around me who had it and who didn't have any problem. It wasn't even as bad as a regular flu. It was less than that. And and even my father, for example, he has some health issues already. So he had COVID and I was quite worried. But he said, well, in a few days I was fine and it didn't even feel like a flu. I had way worse flus than this before. But now we are hearing that people who had COVID afterwards, they might have some kind of side effects or other complications, other problems with their health. So there's that too. Like, it doesn't mean you go through it and you're done. We don't know. It's a new thing, right? And it looks like it was not a like organically created or appeared. It was like a lab. It came from a lab, so we don't know what it entails really 100%. And the mutations and the Omicron and this and that. We don't know. It's a phenomena, and we hope for the best for humanity and hope that we will get through this. The humanity went through so many things. We are resilient. I believe in human beings.
Exactly. But the weather's been raining and I haven't been able to go hiking lately. So that sucks. So I've got a subscription to Disney Plus and I'm watching some cartoons.
That's good. Whatever keeps you entertained, whatever raises your vibrations, whatever raises your energy. That's very important. Like finding some things that make you happy, make you feel good, entertain you. That's the main thing. That's the best thing you can do for yourself.
Exactly. Ipek, this was a great show with you today.
Oh, thank you.
Where can people reach out to you on Insight Time, or you on any social media?
Well, I have my website. It's ipekwilliamsoncoaching.com. But I am very active on LinkedIn. Also, of course, Insight Timer is my place, and on my profile, when people go to my profile, they can see my tracks. I have right now 50 recorded meditations on Insight Timer. I have 2 upcoming workshops, and I also do mentoring and coaching through Insight Timer too. So yes, I'm perfectly reachable. Anybody can reach out, and I would love to be of help, be of service for as many people as I can,
Mhm.
from Australia, from
Mhm.
anywhere in the world. And I'm so happy to be your guest and to be able to reach people in Australia. I would love to visit Australia at some point.
Mhm.
One of the places that I really want to visit and see.
Yeah, and look forward to having you back on as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.